Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Insidious Chapter 3. And this movie is directed by Lee Winnell, and this is his first feature film that he's directed. He's been a writer who was like collaborating with James Wan for the longest time, and also a producer as well. And this was his first feature film, and he also directed Upgrade and The Invisible Man. And I would say The Invisible Man is his best movie, although I wouldn't call it good. Like, it's all right. I can come back to it. I'm talking about The Invisible Man, by the way. But at the same time, it's nothing that special to me. And this movie, I mean, it's not a terrible first feature film, that's for sure, but I just didn't really connect with this movie. And I think part of the problem is that it's connected to the Insidious movies. Personally, I really don't like Insidious as a franchise. It just doesn't really work for me, and everything that I'm looking for from horror, it just doesn't have. It's just PG-13 horror movies that make a lot of money because horror movies, they do pretty well, generally speaking, and that's kind of what I got from this movie. It's just a bland horror movie that didn't scare me. It just had jump scares, and some of them were startling, not scary. And that's about it. I didn't get anything out of this movie. The opening scene I thought was kind of nice, and it was setting up everything pretty well because this movie, from memory, is a prequel taking place before Insidious 1 and 2. Not sure about 4, but I don't have any intention on rewatching 4. And this movie did a decent job at establishing the characters. Mostly with the opening scene, I thought that was done pretty well. And there's some good performances, some nice looking shots in this movie, and the creature designs for the demons, those look cool. And the movie overall is well made. It's just not a film that I really connect with. I didn't care about the characters, and what really shocked me about this movie is how repetitive it is. And I don't remember the previous Insidious movies having this problem, but in this movie in particular, the same thing would just happen over and over again, and it just got annoying to me, where we have our main character, Quinn, who's just being tortured by this demon or whatever, and it keeps happening and happening and happening, and the amount of times it happens, it never once felt as though the story was being progressed. It just felt as though this is happening so you have a good understanding of what the villain is capable of, but we know what the villain is capable of because we've seen it way too many times already. So you could have trimmed that down, and honestly, if this movie was a short film that was like 40 minutes long, I think it would have been a lot better because there really isn't a lot of substance to this film, and things don't really get interesting until the end of the film where things start to happen, I guess. But at that point, I was like, okay, even if this is good, I can't give this a positive rating because so much of the movie was really boring to me. Like, there are plenty of scenes in this movie where I was legitimately just bored. And the only notable thing that I found in this movie was that the main character was reading A Clockwork Orange at one point, and that's about all I remember about the movie, really. And Lee Winnell, as a director, he's made okay movies at best, and he kind of reminds me of Fede Alvarez, where he has a one half-decent movie, which I think is okay, and I can watch, and the rest of his films are either okay or just not worth watching. And I just wished I was scared by something or interested in something going on narratively. I was attached to at least one character in this film, but I never was. I was just waiting for the movie to end. And luckily, this movie is only 90 minutes, but like I said earlier, I would have preferred this to be a short film because I was really feeling the runtime, and I just didn't feel as though much was being offered from this film. So I'll never be watching Insidious Chapter 3 or any of these Insidious movies. They're just not for me. So if you like Insidious movies, then I guess check this one out. It's not terrible. It's just not something that I'm looking for. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Insidious Chapter 3 a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Insidious Chapter 3 and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Galaxy Quest. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.